Cops have retention holders. That is a mechanism that makes it difficult for anyone other than that officer to pull that gun from their utility belt. It is extremely hard to pull a gun from a cop's holster. That cop, Meagan McCarthy, had to already had pulled her gun out. She had to. And from some of her colleagues on social media have already pretty much admitted to this. But when I initially heard this story in 2019, it was reported on World Star Hip Hop. Now, World Star Hip Hop is not necessarily a reputable news story, a news agency. But they claim that the officer shot him and he was able to wrestle the gun away from her and shot after her. That's what they initially claimed. And I have no idea what the other news stories initially claimed because I didn't read them. But it was reported to me that she shot him and he wrestled the gun away from her. And that seemed believable. You know what I'm saying? And most people who are pro law enforcement wouldn't have a problem with her shooting him at all. They just have a problem with the fact that he wrestled the gun away from her after she shot him. But that may have played a factor into why he was acquitted. Because if the jury saw the body camera footage and it was clear that the officer was being over aggressive as they're taught to be, and that she had no real probable cause to even detain him, then that just pretty much solidifies that he acted in self-defense. But now she claims that she did not pull her gun out. She claims that, he was firing shots and she had no idea how he got a hold of her gun. And I don't buy that at all. I don't believe that he took her gun out of her holster without her knowing. I just don't believe that. We just saw a case in Oklahoma where a female cop was battered, was beaten into unconsciousness. And, the guy easily could have took her gun, and he may have even tried to take her gun, but he would not be able to do it, even with her being unconscious and not struggling. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, the guy's attorney, which I suspect to be a court-appointed attorney, even if he's not, he was trying real hard not to. He made the guy look bad, to the news media, and I don't see how he could have possibly gotten this guy acquitted. I'd have to wager that it was a jury of his peers that got him acquitted, not this guy. You know what I'm saying? Because it seemed like he did not want to make the police department look bad, because he did not accuse them of any wrongdoing. He did not accuse them of doing anything wrong. And that's very odd. But as somebody who has been in the criminal justice system, I know that most attorneys, it takes a very, very special attorney to accuse police officers of wrongdoing, even if there's proof of it. So this is just giving more feel to the alt-right about how criminals are being coddled and they're not being held accountable for their actions, when, if you look at all the evidence, you look at everything that actually happened, this guy was not really doing anything criminal. This was a case of a cop overreacting, and he feared for his safety. Because if somebody pulls a gun out on you, I don't care what you're doing, you're going to try to do whatever you can to not get shot. If that means taking a gun from a cop, then take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, would you rather be in jail or you rather be in the ground? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain circumstances where if you are actually committing crime where self-defense doesn't apply. Like if you're breaking into somebody's house, if you're robbing somebody, if you're raping somebody, if you're assaulting somebody, then, self-defense doesn't really count. You know what I'm saying? But if she initiated physical contact, if she initiated the physical altercation, which likely she did because they haven't released the body camera yet, more than likely this guy acted completely in self-defense.